Hey everyone, Vinayak here. Today I have with me the Hobot Legee D8. What's so special about it? Let's check it out in this video. This is the Hobot Legee D8, a robot vacuum cleaner. EcoCompactor, Tangless Suction and Reciprocating Mopping are some of its main features. I love the clean white look. Opening the box, we have a quick start guide, user manual, extra mopping pads, side brushes. We have 3, so 2 are spare. Bottle to fill water into the water tank, filter, and here's the charging dock. These metal prongs make contact with the vacuum and charge it. The back has the barrel charging port, and we also have enough space to wind the extra wire within. Power adapter with barrel plug. This is the water jet spares actually if your water jets under the vacuum gets clogged. It also comes with a cleaning pin. Now here we have the actual robot vacuum, the Hobot Legee D8. Let's get it out of the plastic wrapping. It has a D shape which is different from other robot vacuums. The diamond cut design and blue highlights look so cool. We have the Hobot Legee logo on the LiDAR tower, D8 model number and buttons to control the vacuum. Legee is an acronym for LiDAR, encoder, gyro, e-compass and position estimation. The front also has fixed distance sensors which allows the vacuum to avoid obstacles without hitting them. Bump sensor to protect the vacuum from frontal bumps. On the bottom we have a mop. This one is special as it can vibrate up to 1300 times a minute with an 8mm stroke with an 800G downward force. The microfiber mop pad can be replaced. It's held down using Velcro. 2 replacement pads are provided. These look to be water jets specially used for stain removal. A silicone rubber brush can be found here in the center. It can be removed for cleaning if necessary. The tangle-free vacuum inlet can be found right in front. This is for hair and larger debris. The side tracks allow for better traction. Looks like a tank. They go up and down to match the surface. We also have a guiding wheel in front. This section would house the brush. Cliff sensors can be found all around the vacuum to prevent accidental fall off stairs or room edges. Let's install the brush. Snaps on as easy as that. Now we are ready. The top lid opens up like so and we get access to the dustbin and water tank. The dustbin has a 500 ml capacity. This is the gear that controls the compactor. It would move like this and push down on the debris providing more space. They claim up to 5x. These are the inlets to the dustbin. Open the dustbin like so to empty the debris within. This is a HEPA filter, a spare is also included. This helps filter out small dust particles in the air when the air flows back out of the vacuum. Cleaning brush is included which has a blade in case anything gets tangled on the central brush. We have a 320 ml water tank which can be filled up using the inlet here. On-off switch can be found here. I think this part is what would attach to the Lulu dock to empty and replace the dirty water within the vacuum. Now to pair the vacuum to the app. The app URL can be found here via the QR code. Install the app and log in. Make sure your vacuum is on. Add the vacuum in the app. Tap and hold the play pause button to initiate pairing mode. The light ring would blink white indicating it's in pairing mode. Your vacuum would be found and listed on the app. Select, add your Wi-Fi credentials and done. Now we have full access to the vacuum via the app. Let's install the vacuum in the intended environment. Here we go, I have it in the living room. It is recommended to have at least 1.5 meter clearance in front of the charging dock and 0.5 meter on the sides for the vacuum to easily dock back onto the charger. This is my setup and it had no problems docking back. I'm first running the vacuum in quick map mode to quickly generate a map of the living area. It had no problems mapping the area. It has 8 modes shown on the app including a custom mode. So for hard floors, standard is fine. If you have carpets, increase the vacuum power to 3 or 4. It has a maximum of 5000 PA suction. In Eco, it's supposed to be around 2000. Standard is 3000. Deep cleaning, 4000 PA. Power suction is 5000 pascals maximum. So then also we have the stain removal mode and tangleless mode, dry cleaning mode and also the custom mode. The vacuum had no problems navigating around the tables, chairs, footstools, shoes, clothes and on the floor. The FTS sensor did a good job on larger objects. I did notice that if the objects were a bit lower than the sensor height, the vacuum did bump into it. The front bumper does help here, keeping the vacuum safe. In standard mode, it had no problems picking up the debris I had thrown in front of it. We can increase the power if there are any that don't seem to be picked up. Easy to do via the app. So here's tea powder. Coconut husk, which would be similar to hair, I guess. Cornflakes. It picked up all the debris with ease. The EcoCompactor is one of the USPs of this robot vacuum. It would compact the stored dust within the dustbin, making it use less space, effectively minimizing the requirement to keep emptying the dustbin after every cleaning. Here are the contents of the dustbin, and the robot vacuums are really good at picking up invisible fine dirt, as you can see here. It could climb my carpets relatively easily. If it didn't have enough speed, it does move back for more climbing power. The mop and water spray does stop when on a carpet so as to not damage it. But if it has one track on and one off, they still work. We can turn off the mop and water jet via the app if not needed. The vacuum also could reach the edges using the brushes relatively well. It does keep its distance from the wall. The D shape allows for better access both on the edges and corners. Mopping is one of its USPs, having a moving pad. The mopping power can be changed via the app. Increase the power for better stain removal. It can vibrate up to 1300 times a minute with an 8mm stroke with an 800G downward force. The 320ml water tank has enough for a single cleaning of my lower floor. The water sprays below don't spray water on the mop but in front of it, which gets picked up as the mop pad moves over it. The robot vacuum lifts the mop 7mm so as to not wet the carpet. This also allows the vacuum to traverse all types of home terrain. AI Smart Spray ensures the optimal amount of water is used for mopping without leaving watermarks. The app allows to set up no-go zones, carpet and curtain zones and more. We can see quick status of the vacuum via the option here. The app also provides access to voice languages, volume, firmware updates, etc. We can set certain appointed areas via the app to clean if you don't want to clean the entire floor. ChildLock can be set via the button on the vacuum or the app. Hold down the button for 3 seconds and the lock is active. Now even if you press the button to activate the vacuum, it will not start cleaning as it is locked. Press and hold the button again for 3 seconds and now you can use the vacuum normally. This prevents accidental use by children or even by pets. The D8 robot vacuum has an integrated 4900 mAh battery and the manual promises around 140 minutes of runtime in eco mode. It did run for around 90 to 100 minutes in standard mode. We can also remote control the robot via the app like a RC car. We have access to a cleaning history or cleaning diary as it's called on the app. We can see all the earlier cleaning, where all it had done it and at what mode, etc. is available here. We also have the option to schedule cleaning where we can have the vacuum start at a certain time on a certain day and what kind of mode it should be and which area or which room it should be cleaning. It can all be set via the schedule queue. We need to make sure to keep the robot vacuum maintained and to keep it running for longer. So make sure the brushes are kept clean of any tangles, clean the filters and dustbin. If the water jet doesn't seem to work, use the pin provided to clean the nozzle. Worst case, replace with the spares provided. The sensors also need to be kept clean to make navigation easier for the robot. The vacuum runs well and managed to clean my lower floor with ease. I had set up some no-go zones via the app to avoid the vacuum from pulling at wires, etc. Maps, we can store up to 5 maps and which includes maps of multiple floors. What makes this vacuum different from other robot vacuums? The EcoCompactor, Tangless Suction and the Reciprocating Mop are 3 unique features of this vacuum. So what do you guys think of the Hobot Legee D8? Make sure to comment below. Also make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.